Ebony K. Williams is an attorney. She's a TV host, and she was speaking to Ayanla Van Zant, and they were talking about masculine versus female energy. And this was an interview on the Griot, which is Byron Allen's network. So Ebony K. Williams sparked major controversy after commenting that she would only date a bus driver if he owns the bus. So, of course, folks feeling a lot of different ways about this. And she's an attorney. So she's tries to spin it and kind of move the goalpost at different points in times, and claims that the reasons like income and status, many women feel that the dating pool is unbalanced. She asked Van Zant for advice for women who want to position themselves to be more feminine in romantic relationships. Her response to Ayanla's question, would you date a bus driver, just put social media into a frenzy. And it was an interesting conversation. And that's a problem. The standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in society. I would date a bus driver, Ayanla Van Zant said, who is 69 years old. I mean, she's a wise woman. And at its core, I agree with Ayanla Van Zant 100%. 100%. When you talk about if Ayanla Van Zant asked me that question, would I date a bus driver, right? Of course, I'm going to ask, well, what does she look like, right? Is she fine? Am I attracted to her? Because her job alone should not be a reason for me to date her or not date her. And I think that this thought process, I saw Ebony K. Williams on The Breakfast Club, and she was in major spin mode, trying to spin it, trying to say, oh, I'm trying to, want black people to be better and be excellent, and a bus driver's a mediocre job. Shut up. This kind of thinking, getting in the minds of women, is a big problem, right? You date somebody because of your attraction to that person. If you vibe with that person, the job that they have at the moment, jobs come and go. You got people in six-figure jobs who have gotten fired, who've lost that income, who've lost sponsors, whatever their job was, and they lost that, right? You can go up and you can come down. So where you are at the moment, whether it's perceived to be down or perceived to be up, that can change. You have to be connected, bonded, attracted to the person you're dating to have true longevity and true happiness. So that's a big problem. Ayanla said the standards and the criteria that we use, talking about women, to measure men is off. Ayanla said that. There's not enough discussion on that, and that is so true. She said, I'm going to say this again. I love this statement. The standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in society. Ayanla said that she would date a bus driver. Ebony K. Williams said she would not. Now, here's the thing. She's entitled to her opinion. Of course, you date who you want to date. But let's look at the reasoning here. And let's not over index. Let's not over and take Ebony K. Williams' thoughts and apply it too broadly, right? Because she is single. She is not the authority on relationships. She's not married herself, right? Some people said that the statement was anti-black. Ebony K. recently released a book called Bet on Black, Good News About Being Black in America, and was the Real Housewives of New York first Black cast member. Since this clip surfaced, Williams has been on several different platforms to defend and further explain her thoughts on the matter. She said that no matter your position or how this convo makes you feel, we have got to reckon with these issues within the Black community now or deal with the consequences later. She wrote on Instagram. Here's my thing. If you say, I won't date this person because they're doing a mediocre job, right? In your opinion, mediocre, I think, is subjective. And then she tried to spin and talk about, oh, mediocre is not a bad thing. Somebody says that her sex game was mediocre. She would take that as an insult. If somebody said she's single because as a girlfriend, as a partner, she's mediocre, she would take that as an insult. But she tried to spin it. She tried to spin it. I think she did a poor job of spinning. Poor job of spinning. One thing, Ebony K. Williams has never been shy about giving her opinions, and I think that she's entitled to give her opinions. Right? There was a time when she criticized Donald Trump when she was working as a host on Fox News. Yes, she worked at Fox News. No surprise there. Right? That led to death threats among more than 100 messages from viewers who disliked her commentary, berating Trump for siding with violent white supremacists who rallied in Charlottesville back in 2017. I think that a lot of women feel like Ebony K. Williams does, and her saying some of the things that she said gives some women justification to try to look down on guys that they think can't provide for them. So she said that the man needed to own the bus company and not be the driver. I don't have a problem with that, right? I don't have a problem with that. Ebony K. Williams makes a certain amount of money, and in her mind, she may say that I don't like the optics of dating someone who's not an owner of the company, right? But I think that if you look at the individual person, he may work for he may drive a bus, but he may have a lot of different assets. And I'm sure that given a certain situation, she may say, okay, usually I don't do this, but I'm going to give this man a shot. That may happen, right? But women, don't get it twisted. Like, don't get confused because this successful woman is saying this and think that applies. You should use that logic yourself. I think that you should date, ladies, you should date someone who you're attracted to, who you can vibe with, who you can build with. And even if they are a bus driver, that should not exclude them from consideration if you are looking. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, ONFIRE-TV.com, ONFIRE-TV.com.